More than 2,500 years ago, a young merchant lived in a village near where Gautam Buddha was teaching. The merchant was successful and had enough money to live comfortably. Yet he was never happy. Every day, he worried about something. When business was good, he worried it might fail tomorrow. When he earned money, he worried about losing it. When his family was healthy, he worried they might become sick. His mind was constantly filled with fear and anxiety. At night, he could not sleep. During the day, he could not enjoy life. One morning, after another sleepless night, he decided to visit Gautam Buddha. When he arrived, he bowed respectfully and said, "Master, my life is full of worries. I think about the future all day long. I imagine problems that have not happened. I try to prepare for every possible situation, but instead of feeling safe, I feel exhausted. Please help me." Buddha looked at him kindly and said, "Walk with me." They walked through a forest until they reached a beautiful lake. The water was crystal clear. Buddha asked the merchant, "What do you see?" "I see my reflection in the water." Buddha then picked up a handful of dirt and threw it into the lake. The water became muddy. "Now what do you see?" "Nothing, Master. The water is too dirty." Buddha smiled. "This lake is like your mind. When it is calm, you can see things clearly. But when you constantly throw worries, fears, and imaginary problems into it, everything becomes cloudy." The merchant nodded. "Then how can I make the water clear again?" Buddha replied, "Do nothing." The merchant looked confused. "What do you mean?" Buddha said, "Watch the lake." They sat quietly for a while. Slowly, the dirt settled to the bottom. The water became clear once again. Buddha said, "Did the lake need to fight the dirt?" "No." "Did it need to panic?" "No." It simply remained still, and the dirt settled on its own. The merchant began to understand. Buddha continued, "Your thoughts are like the dirt. The more you fight them, the stronger they become. The more attention you give them, the more they disturb your peace." The merchant asked, "But what if my worries are real?" Buddha picked up a dry leaf from the ground. "Tell me, can worrying about this leaf make it green again?" "No, Master." "Can worrying stop winter from coming?" "No." "Can worrying guarantee that nothing bad will happen tomorrow?" "No." Buddha smiled. "Then why waste today's peace trying to control tomorrow?" The merchant lowered his head. For years, he had been sacrificing the present moment for an uncertain future. Buddha then told him a story. Imagine a traveler carrying a heavy bag on his shoulders. Inside the bag are stones. Some stones represent yesterday's mistakes. Other stones represent tomorrow's fears. The traveler becomes tired and miserable. Yet when someone asks him why he carries the stones, he says, "I might need them someday." That traveler is the overthinking mind. The merchant's eyes filled with tears. For the first time, he realized what he had been doing to himself. Buddha gently said, "Most of the things you worry about never happen. Yet you suffer from them as if they are already real. The future is a shadow. The past is a memory. The present is the only reality. If you lose today because of tomorrow, you lose the only moment you truly have." The merchant sat silently. The weight in his heart began to disappear. Before leaving, he asked one final question. "Master, what should I do whenever I start overthinking again?" Buddha smiled and replied, "Bring your attention back to this moment. Listen to the birds. Feel your breath. Notice the ground beneath your feet. Return to where life actually exists. Because peace is never found in the future. It is always found in the present. The merchant thanked Buddha and returned home. His problems did not disappear overnight. But whenever worries entered his mind, he remembered the muddy lake. Instead of feeding his fears, he allowed them to settle. And little by little, his life became calmer, happier, and more peaceful. Moral of the story: overthinking is like carrying stones you don't need. Most of the fears in your mind are not real, they are only possibilities. Let go of what you cannot control, focus on the present moment, and peace will naturally follow.